All right. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? It's November 25th. 3 days to go, guys. Get that. We're gonna get Monday. Actually, is gonna be the last day of the month. All right. So Monday. All right, and that's it. Tuesday we'll get the new month. All right. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm looking at SPX. I give you some numbers right off the bat on SPX. To the upside, I'm up at 67.50, and to the downside, I'm back down to 66.20. 66.20. All right, so that's kind of the rangy where we are. We have some weird stuff going on. So Google is basically so I got AMD is down $11 and Nvidia is down $5 because now Meta is going to do their business with Google. So Nvidia and AMD are getting dropped, and Google, oh my lord, Google closed at 318, trading $331, well on its way. Okay? Well on its way to wherever it's going. All right? But it ain't coming down anytime soon. All right, so that's really kind of the biggest news out this morning. I got some retail sales out and some PPI numbers which just came out a few minutes ago. They haven't really. Well, I see that they've hit them a little bit now. All right, they're coming back inside a little bit now. I think PPI. It was a little hot. All right, that number was a little hot. So retail was a little lower, and price of cars were a little higher. Okay, and then they also got a category for gas. So gas was a miss as well. All right. So retail sales. There you go. We got both there. Retail sales was a miss, but there are some good ones out there this morning. There's some freaking beasts going on here this morning. Check out Abercrombie and Fitch. Way on its way to getting back to those 120 numbers that they were. Look at the puker day yesterday. Woo boy, coming right back out, triangle out all that business. $79, guys. 79. My charts don't go that high. All right, 79 and change here. All right, so looks like we're taking out a lot. All right, next way to triangle out would be 81.36 coming back. Look at that. Is that a gap? Look at that. That is a gap. Hold on a second. Let's take a look at that. I'm like, what's going on here? Oh my lordy. Nah. All right, not at all. All right, just coming back down here. All right, so there's your daily on Abercrombie and Fitch to the upside. All right, just really, really good numbers there. And cold stores, forget about it. They're blowing out, man, blowing out. Everything's for sale. 2025 here, guys, closed at 1573. She's up 23% this morning. Maybe a little more than that. All right. Abercrombie and Fitch up 19%, and Kohl's coming back in about just right the same thing, about 18% higher. All right. So two good ones, and then you got Dick's. Dick's is a miss. All right, Dick's can't get the job done. Down $6 lower here now this morning. All right, so Dick's coming back in, trading at $200 right now. Closed at 206.31. So we're gonna get a 212 on the daily here, going back into 200 down in this area right here. So you're going to get the 212 gapper down somewhere in this area here. We'll see if Dick's can get out of that mess today. Probably not. Maybe. Never know. You know the deal. All right, Dick's a little better there for sure. And Best Buy. Best Buy Closed at 75.62. Okay, it was higher, man. It was up to 78.27. It's come back into 75.11. That's come in pretty good. All right, 75 brings us back inside day. All right, but again, we got up to 78.24. This thing's all over the map on the overnights. All right, so let's call it right in here in the middle right now. All right, going to be inside that one to start the day with your Best Buy. All right, so Best Buy going to be inside. Baba, man, Baba got earnings. Baba moving up $5. And now Trump's going to meet with Xing, so Chiners could be back in play for a bit here until they do something else, all right, because things are always changing. 161.53 was yesterday's highs. We're trading all the way back up to 165. So we're two little pivot machine gun here. Brings us back up to this guy right here, all right, 168.09 if you want to triangle that out. There might be maybe some sparks on the opening of the day here on some of these. Keep an eye on them on the fivers. Maybe even watch the threers. All right, might be a little action. All right, Alibaba. There you go. Zoom. You got to get a zoom. Zoom's 83.15. All right. Yesterday's highs were 80.27, but it did close all the way down at 78.60 with a shooter down. That's taken all the way back up again, and we are going to 83.15, guys. All right, 83.15. That's going to bring us right back inside here. I'm looking at our daily. Our next stop, I could cheat and give you 83.63. That's close. All right, 83.63 could get you there, but I'm more likely to saying that you're going to have to get back up to 84.40. Zoom. All right, you got a zoom. A zoom. All right, we talked about Google. It owns the world. They're going to own everything. They are the king right now. All right, taking customers away from NVIDIA like nothing. All right, Spotify. Better here, for you guys that like to trade those $500, $600 stocks. 597 here right now. Nice hammer up on the day yesterday. Spotify put up a really nice hammer there. All right, so that looks to go into force, my friends. And right now we're looking at close to 600. All right, so we're just taking up. We're taking that out too. All right, so we're in the 3-day pattern right here, coming back up here. You're gonna have some work to do here, buddy. All right, Spotify, see if it wants to try to get through all that. AMAT just no big story, but moving on the overnights. I looked around too. I really couldn't find anything on AMAT. 234.51 here. All right, we closed at 233.26 was the high. All right, AMAT. And now this morning it's 234. So we're taking up here. We're not taking out the 2-day. But if we go back to the 3-day, you're somewhere inside there, 236. If you want to triangle out back up down to AMAT, a little better this morning here. All right, we'll take a quick look at NVIDIA. I don't think we looked at it. It's down pretty good here. All right, it's down $6. All right, NVIDIA, no sign of coming up for air either. I'll tell you, I don't know about NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA's got troubles up the yin-yang. All right, Avgo, be in the Broadcom, all right? This thing's getting ready to break out. This thing's going, if it does break out, 500's got to be in the cards. Look at this thing, 393 now. All right, I bought some 2 days ago. I sold a little yesterday, and I still got a little. All right, so we'll see if this thing really wants to start breaking out, start showing us some 400 numbers, start putting away Microsoft, because Microsoft is just not getting anything done. They're not talking about anything. They're not talking about AI. I don't think they have any cash. Okay, I think Microsoft might be in a problem where they just don't have cash. somebody's going to come in and save Microsoft. It's, Underdog or Mighty Mouse, or somebody's got to come and save Microsoft. Jesus, this thing just cannot get going at all. All right, and I think that Oracle's in the same boat there. They're stuck. All right. So yeah, 196 here, lower this morning again on Oracle. You just can't get it to go up. All right, looking to bottom out here now on the $3 more, and then you would take the low of this month, and then start looking for some more downside. Oracle not doing well. Not doing well at all. All right, and then one more here, and I'll be done with this tech business. Advanced Micro Devices, I talked about it, down $11. All right, you want to buy AMD when it's down $11. Okay, that's my opinion there. All right, she will come back. All right, so and then we'll take a look at Amazon real quick. Amazon's better. Amazon's spending $50 billion to get some more AI. So probably might stall out a little bit, but 2-2 up there yesterday. Where are we at right now? We're at 227.30. That is going to take day up, right? Amazon, get in there. All right, Amazon looks good. I think there's a little bit of a stall out with Nvidia, and then Meta is the one that's shopping. All right. Meta's the buyer here in all this, 624 now from 613. So Meta, for the first time, is announcing that they're going to spend some money on AI. They've been sitting on it. Now, when's Microsoft going to say that? I don't know. All right. So I'll leave it at that. XRT Retail, I think, is pretty good today. There is a mixed bag here with this group, though. As you see, it came back up here. It looks like it wants to take day up. And it's a 2-1, and it was acting pretty good yesterday. I don't know, man. There's really, really, really mixed bags. All right. And look at the staples, man. Garbage. Look at Smucker's Jam. Smucker's Jam here, 102.51, down over $2 and change. Smucker's Jam taking the hit going into Thanksgiving. That ain't nice. That ain't nice at all. All right. Burlington Coat Factory. Here's another one. Not getting it done. All right. Taking that 212 back down now, guys. Back down to 266. All right. So we got another gapper coming down here on Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, finicky, man. Finicky. Amazon. I don't know nothing. All right. Apple, I think, is going to be... I think Apple by Christmas time is going to be at all-time highs. All right, and that could be close to 300. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I just said that. All right, I think that's going to be. I think Apple, and right now you buy dips on Apple. Yes, you do. Estee Lauder had a good day yesterday, and comes back in today. Actually was lower. All right, it was down to 90.22. All right, why would Estee Lauder? It makes no sense. 91.99 inside. All right, there you go, man. Estee Lauder inside day after a really, really nice day. So it looks like they want to consolidate and maybe hang out there for 2.5 days because that's all there is left. All right, AT. I used to have a buddy named AT on 39.11 here, higher this morning. That's going to take day up on the AT at. All right, 38.07, closed at 37.83, but it was as high as 38.07. All right, so a little higher here on AT. Slightly moving up there. WWD. WWD 287.50 from 261.18. What are you talking about? Yeah, taking that day up. All right, 273. We're going to take out everything here. Woodward, guys. All right. So, you know what happens when we take out all the time frames. What happens? We go into exhaustion risk. All right, and we know that, and it's not such a big thing. All right. Fall into the gap. I think gap needs to get moving. All right. It's either you're going to take this 2-1-2 up, or otherwise people aren't going to look at you anymore. All right. Gap. There you go. It's just got to take that 2-1-2 up and get going here. Retail is moving pretty good. KSS. There you go. Booyah. Up 19%. Along with Abercrombie and Fitch moving to the upside. Who's been acting pretty good here? Victoria's Secrets with the 2-2 day up here in the last 2 days. She kind of fell out of bed here a little, you know what I mean? She fell out of bed a little bit here, come back inside. But Victoria's Secrets is 38.50. Get out of the way. All right. Back up to 39.01 witches. All right, this is 38.50. I gotta say, this could be one of those bogus think or swim things. I see a lot of those. You never know. All right, so I don't trust that. The quote's so wide, it's hard to see. So not too much telling us there. All right, so we talked about all those techs. I'm not talking about any more, no more tech. SYM, Sam Yellow Mother, 71.75 from $55 here on SYM. All right, coming back up here. Look at that. Look at the shooter on quarter. Woo, that's sexy. And then you got the hammer on the day. Could go into force here, guys. Looks like it's gonna. All right, closed here. Yesterday's highs were 56.05. We're trading at 69.65 right now. SYM to the upside. What the hell is going on in the office today? Everybody's in here before 8 o'clock. All right, so that's SYM. We got that. All right, and then we'll kind of wrap it up here. We'll go back to the futures, and here we are with the SPY. 668. We're up a tad. All right, we're unchanged. Okay, we're completely unchanged, like to the number, guys. All right, so SPY not doing. I wish I could tell you something, but I can't. All right, I think it's because this Nvidia news and this Google news is the most important news, because you know what? AI is the only thing that matters in the world. You can forget about everything else, even people. All right, Dell Computers, there's just too much money invested. All right, Dell lower here this morning, closed at 127.22. That's taking the day down. All right, day down on the Dell. All right, so back to Qs. There we are. Okay, we're 604.28. We're slightly lower. I think we're stalled out going into the open. And then we'll wait and see what they do. We're losing people and we're losing time because it's a holiday, and the market's going to get weaker and weaker. All right, so you got the Qs. All right, and then diamonds, I think the same way here. Definitely by tomorrow. Blackout Wednesday, if you know that day. All right, so diamonds, what do we got? Couldn't get it really done yesterday. All right, fizzed out on the day. Couldn't get anything going on. All right, so 464.73. So I'm up about 30 cents higher right now. Timid and not prepared to go do its job today. It doesn't look to me like it's prepared to do its job. Maybe you should go back and take a nap. All right. So SPX, I gave you numbers: 67.50, 66.20. I got some better numbers of Qs that I'll post. I know you follow me on Twitter and watch everything I write. I'm sure you do. All right. So I'll leave it here. I'll be back during the day. All right. Be good.